Is the Wii U worth buying right now as of August 2014?
My humble opinion, I would say so. Yeah, there's a few good things going for the Wii U has going for itself.
Is the Wii U worth buying over the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One?
It's always a matter of preference, but as of right now, I would definitely say so. There's definitely a lot to do on the Wii U. It's a lot to play. There's a lot to see on the Wii U right now. Yeah, I'll probably say yes.
I'ma say I don't know. And it all depends on the games. And I'm talking about the exclusive games that are coming out later in the later dates. Everybody knows the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is powerful, more powerful than that Wii U. But since the Wii U has a year ahead of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it also has more games that you could play of good quality right now. So even though the Wii U lacks power, it still has a little bit more games. I don't know how many more games does it have over right now. And honestly, by next year, it could have less exclusive games out for it than the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So I would say if you don't have a Wii U, but you already do have a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One and you just want to know, should you get the Wii U? I would say so. It already had a price drop, so that's another thing that's going on in its favor. So what is it at now? What about like $200 or $250?
I would say probably around $250.
Okay, so it's at $250, whereas the PlayStation is at what, $300?
$300.
And then the Xbox One is still at $400.
No, Xbox had a price drop. It's at $300 now, but that's without the Connect feature.
Right. Without the Connect, it's at $300, but with the Connect, it's at $400. So let's just talk about the games.
Okay.
What are 3 games that you played that you think are worth buying right now?
3 games that I played that I think that's worth buying right now. Well, I'm gonna start with the most obvious one. The reason why a lot of people brought the Wii U in the first place and were going to buy one was because of Mario Kart. That right there is probably the staple of the Wii U right there. I'm gonna say Super Mario 3D World was another one. And if you brought it earlier, I think Wind Waker HD.
What are 3 games that you would recommend on the Wii U right now?
Definitely Mario Kart 8. Super Mario World 3D. It's definitely a must. And I would say Pikmin 3. Those will all be 3 games I would definitely recommend you play if you get a Wii U.
Have you played all 3 of these games?
Yes, I have. I actually have 2 of them. And I played the other game with you because you had the other game, so you let me play it, and I would definitely recommend it to somebody because I like the gameplay for Pikmin 3.
I'm gonna also go with Mario Kart 8. We'll go with Pikmin 3, and I'm gonna go with Wind Waker HD. I have not played Wind Waker HD on the Wii U, but I have played Wind Waker on the GameCube. I know it had new updates. Everybody seems to like Wind Waker, so I feel like I could recommend that.
I never played Wind Waker on GameCube, so this might be something I'll probably check out later on down the road.
Speaking of other games that you could check out, what are some other games that you think would be worth buying for the Wii U?
Out right now or coming out?
What are some games to check out right now?
I would probably say Donkey Kong would be another one. Would be another good game to check out. They have a lot of games on the Nintendo store. A lot of downloadable good games on the Nintendo store. I couldn't think of any off the top of my head, but I had to think of some. Nintendo has Virtual Console, so of course you can always go explore the yesteryears. You know what I'm saying? Play that Mario World, get it going. Remember those days? You can always get the new Super Mario Brothers Wii U. They have great, they have other games. They have Mass Effect up there, which was good. They have Batman Arkham City. That was good. They have some good games up there that utilize the Wii U pad. So
some games that I'm gonna check out myself. I have not been able to play these games yet, but I read about them, so I feel like they got good reviews already. So I feel like they're worth actually checking out. Rayman Legends definitely got some good reviews.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I'm gonna try to check that out. Another one was Child of Light. Now I haven't been able to see too much of that, but I did see a couple reviews on it. And that seemed like a pretty good game for me to look at.
That's that RPG one, right?
It's RPG.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight. That's another one that came out. It came out either last month or earlier this month, and that had got high praise for people. That's more of a platformer. The Dexys X.
Have you ever played that one before?
No. That's what's up. Check it out.
Oh, okay.
That got a lot of praise, and the Wii U should have the updated versions of its director's cut.
With all the DLC and all the goodies.
Yeah, with all that up there. So as of right now, it seems to be the best one to get, the best version to get of it. And as you said, Super Mario 3D World, I want to check that out. I mean, you've been giving that a lot of praise, so I feel like I should try to get that. There are definitely, we can both say, I guess there are at least 10 games, 8 to 10 games that you should, if you're going to get a Wii U, you could pretty much be happy with those as of right now.
Right.
5 games that are coming out for the Wii U, or at least 3. Give me 3 games that you know of that you want to play for the Wii U that's coming out.
Well, can we say the most obvious one of them all? Super Smash Brothers. I mean, any Nintendo fan is gonna pick that up regardless.
Any Smash Bros. Fans gonna pick that up.
Yeah, no doubt. For me, I'm gonna say Bayonetta 2. I played the first one. I'm a big fan. I mean, it has a cult-like following, so I'm a big fan of the first one.
Another Wii U exclusive.
Yes. And I'm super excited to play with this one. Plus, they throwing in the first one, so if you missed out on the first one, you get to see what the story was like. Plus, they have some neat extras they threw in for the first one, like the Nintendo costumes and everything like that, which is cool, which gives me another reason to go play Bayonetta again, the first one, and then the second one.
Made a lot of people mad that Bayonetta 2 is only coming out for the Wii U too.
Which was brilliant on Nintendo's part, because then it's going to make people look at Nintendo. And for the third one, I'm going to go ahead and say Yoshi's Island Wool. What's it called?
Woolly World.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely excited for that new Yoshi game.
Yeah, the Yoshi games definitely were all very good.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one, Mario's World 2, that was a good game.
Still my favorite game, one of my favorite games of all time. So
I never played the one that was on the 64, but I know it got good reviews, it got high praise, even though it was told to be very short. So
yeah,
I might have to try to check that out another time. But my 3, I'm gonna try to stay off the ones you said, but I definitely will have to co-sign with Smash Brothers though. I'm definitely waiting for that to come out. Everybody that's been on my page should know that. But 3 other ones. Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
I'm definitely waiting for that one to come out. That one will come out next month. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna pre-order that one so I can make sure that I get the actual old costumes for Zelda, Link, and Ganondorf.
Did not know that.
You pre-order it and you can you can pick any costume. And I definitely, if I'm using Zelda, I would definitely be using her Twilight Princess costume.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Another one that's coming out is Xenoblade Chronicles.
I think I seen that. That does look interesting.
Yeah, it's another RPG. It's almost, I don't want to say it's an action RPG, but it's more of a faster play of RPG. It definitely has something going for it. I actually borrowed the old game that came out on the Wii from my cousin, and I just gotta go ahead and play that and see how that is. The next one's got to be Zelda coming out in 2015. The next Zelda is gonna be, I mean, everybody calling it like Skyrim. I don't want to go that far. Now, as far as exploration, it's gonna be open world. Like, it is gonna be like Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto and all that. But if you actually played the older Zelda game, the first one, you would know that that's how they originally came out. The original game wasn't linear. The one on the NES, you could go to multiple places before you even pretty much knew what the real plot was. Like, you could go to you couldn't go to every dungeon like out of order, but you could go to other dungeons out of order. Last fact is that you'll be able to play your Wii games on the Wii U. You can do that. You can't do that with the PlayStation 4. You can't do that with the Xbox One. You gotta keep your PlayStation 3 if you want to play PlayStation 3 games. You gotta keep your Xbox 360 if you want to play Xbox games.
Actually, for the PlayStation 4 now, they have PlayStation Now, which lets you rent the whole PlayStation.
PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So you gotta download it so you can play it.
Yeah, and I think they charge you, but it's in theory it's not the same. But you can still play your old PlayStation 3 games on the PlayStation 4.
You can play your PlayStation 3 games on the PlayStation 4. You can put the cartridge, you can put the disc in the...
No, you can't do that.
So you can't put your disc in the PlayStation 4 and then use PlayStation Now to do it.
No, it's digital. It's all digital.
So basically, in other words, they have PlayStation 3 games that you can download to play. That's still not that's not the same thing I was talking about, but I get what you're saying. I mean, they did that for PlayStation 3 with PlayStation 2 games, so it's not really that big of a difference. But you can't put your disc in, the ones that you already bought.
Yeah,
you can't put those in and
talk
play
about
those.
Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, you don't have that. The Wii U does have that at the very least. So, if you have a Wii, or if you do have Wii games that you wanted to play, you can do that. It's definitely better than what PlayStation and what Xbox is trying to do. I think that's hurting the Wii U right now is the lack of
third-party support.
There you go. Which one is the biggest one that you think is really gonna hurt it? Because I think Bethesda not being in with them, no Fallout games, no Elder Scrolls games. I think that's one of the biggest ones that's gonna hurt.
Third-party publishers, I think companies like Rockstar's good. Companies like...
I mean, honestly, with those two, I mean, both of us are big on both of those games, on both of those developers.
Yeah.
So really, with me saying Bethesda and you saying Rockstar, I mean, how much money Grand Theft Auto 5 made? It made over $1 billion in a week.
And it's still gonna make some more because it's about to be re-released on the next gen console. So
yeah, and they're thinking about doing the DLC coming out for it. So it's gonna make you more money. Bethesda, man, the next Elder Scrolls or the next Fallout, if I really want it on the Wii U, because I'm not gonna get a PlayStation 4 for a new Bethesda game or a new Xbox One for it. But if it was coming out on the Wii U, I would have definitely got it for the Wii U at the very least.
But I think it's at the same time a lot of companies feel like they're compromising on the Wii U because it's not as strong or it's not as easy to make games up there for it.
Well, we all know that's some bull though, for real. I mean, if you can make all those games on freaking PlayStation 2, you made Morrowind on Xbox original one. Made Grand Theft Auto on Xbox 2. San Andreas on Xbox 2. Like, what are you talking? Like, can't nobody go on. I'm not gonna buy that crap, man. Like, no darn well y'all could come out with that. Maybe it's harder.
Trying to use the Wii pad and the features.
Yeah, maybe it's harder to do it for the Wii's development. Maybe you have to recode some things, and like I said, it'd be more difficult. Or maybe you just don't want to utilize the gamepad or whatever case you want to make. I mean, just come out and say that though. But you can't come out and say that directly because then people are going to be like, oh, well, y'all just being lazy. If you was to sit here and say, oh, Skyrim's coming out, but they're going to use a lot more different things for the Wii U, for the Wii pad, I mean the gamepad, so you can do this and that as new features that you couldn't do on the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox One. There's going to be people that even bought the PlayStation or the Xbox game and they'll still come with the Wii U and buy that. So you can't even make that type of argument, really.
I get what you're saying. It's definitely, I think a lot of developers are scared to touch the Wii U, and
they're trying to use the lack of power as an excuse. But if the Wii U was selling, then they would be on it. So
right,
there's no way you clearly can't get around that.
Which is a shame because I feel like the system is truly great. And
I would say it's truly great. I'd say it's a good system. And do I think it's worth buying? I would say, yeah.
I'm gonna say the system is great.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: is it worth buying first, second, or third?
To me, I feel like it's a good secondary system. Like after you got your Xbox One or your PlayStation 4 and you don't want to get the other system, you buy a Wii U and then you're good. You chill. You got your two systems. so you can switch between that, because most of the times when the games come out, they're multi-platform anyway. So, and Nintendo's the only one giving you variety when they're first persons. You buy them for the first person games, and then you set.
I'd say that the Wii U is worth getting either first or second, but it depends on your preference. Now, as far as I go, I want Smash Brothers, so I have the Wii U. I still don't have the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, and I don't feel like getting it anytime soon. But what are your thoughts on it? Do you think the Wii U is worth buying right now? Which console would you recommend to other people? Let us know. Thanks for watching.